Hey, it's your boy Nate. Today I wanted to talk about the steady and meteoric rise of Reddit and the implications for you as an advertiser or organic social media manager. So, first off, what we're looking at is Google search trends, trends.google.com. They provide a total search volume on key search terms and companies and other things. So, what we're looking at right now is Instagram as a search term, Reddit as a search term, TikTok as a search term, Discord, and Chat GPT. Uh, and this is over the last 12 years in the United States. If you change the time range, if you change the geography, this will look slightly different. Uh, the most obvious thing here is you're now seeing that red line for Reddit is the most pronounced. Um, you're also seeing a decline in Instagram and a rise and plateau of TikTok inversely related to the decline in Instagram. Still, both very large volume platforms with hundreds of millions of users, but Reddit has surpassed them, at least in terms of Google searches. So, pretty fascinating to see here. And I think that this speaks to the quality of the content on Reddit, whereas Instagram and TikTok have leaned on algorithms, Reddit has leaned on user moderated content. So they're having real people essentially moderate all the posts and all the content that's shared there. You can get some pretty wild stuff, some pretty funny stuff on Reddit. Um, but then you're also getting very authentic interaction with people who are sincerely passionate about the topics that they are writing about. And I think that that quality is the reason why people have gotten so active there. Also, when you post on Reddit, there's a lot of interactions that happen when you do a good post that is relevant to the community that you're sharing in. I don't know about you, but it feels like Facebook's a ghost town. You share a post on Facebook, it's your small network of friends and family, and essentially there will be very little interaction. Maybe a like from a mom or an aunt, which is still great, but it's not as many comments and not as much feedback as you would receive on Reddit. On TikTok, you do get that sugar rush, and Instagram as well, that sugar rush of a lot of views, and they're leading with those views as a key metric to keep people hooked and sharing new content. But Reddit is so much more about authenticity. So that's the rise of Reddit. It's been very steady. If you haven't been there yet, I recommend checking it out, creating a profile, but also being really cognizant of the rules on Reddit. Every single Reddit is made up of communities, and then each of those communities is moderated and has a strict set of rules. And you can often get permanently banned from those communities. I've been permanently banned from quite a few, mainly for promotional posting about companies I've worked for or uh, personal stuff I've been promoting. So you have to tread lightly in that regard on Reddit. But that said, it's a great place to get authentic information. It's also a good place to run ads. There's a lot of communities there. There's a lot of really specific content. And I've had success generating leads within my ICP by targeting the right communities and having the right bid approach on Reddit ads. I haven't yet seen it scale or drive lower funnel actions, but I have seen it be a place where I've validated that my target audience is there. So it's worth being there and spending some time and money and building a presence there. A quick note on Discord and Chat GPT. Discord's a community of typed text and also voice where people actually chat. So there's a lot of communities there, expert communities, communities around uh, video games, communities around product, communities around just different ideas and topics. So that's a really large growing community that not a lot of people talk about. They don't have advertising as of yet, but it's one to be aware of and one to be on as a company and just as a person, business or not. And then of course, ChatGPT has come out of nowhere and has similar volume to TikTok and has surpassed Discord. So what I'm seeing from ChatGPT is people are now going to it as a resource for authentic and trusted information. It's a place I use uh, quite a lot to get a quick answer. I think the classic use case for me uh, on ChatGPT is recipes. When the old way was to go to Google and Google a recipe, and then you would go to a blog, and then you'd have to scroll through the blog, scroll past ads until you got to the extra the actual recipe. Now ChatGPT is just providing a shortcut where they just provide you with the recipe. It's very similar to Google's zero-click content, but in this way that is completely uh, separated from those actual content originators. So it's a very weird time to be a content creator, and potentially a sad time if you're losing traffic due to this change. Uh, so have that on your radar as well. But here we are. If you weren't aware, Reddit came out of nowhere. Consider them for your organic social media presence, and also your business's advertising presence. And then also just as a place to consider developing your own presence, so you can gain additional information as you need it from authentic people in authentic communities. Okay, that sounded a little like a Freudian slip there, inauthentic communities. I didn't mean that. I think these communities are pretty good, but there can be trolls and there can be a little bit of negativity. Uh, so take with that what you will. I hope this insight's helpful for you. Bye.